Alright, so here's a couple things. In your POSPac profile editor, go in and modify your existing profile. And so what I've done is I've built one. I put the timestamp here, not totally necessary, but it can serve as a point ID essentially. It's also kind of good to know when it's exporting the data how frequent you have a point. So that's the time in GPS seconds. So I added that one from the event category right here. If we look at the format of that, this is how I have it set up, which is pretty much just the default. And then I added in the position geographic coordinates, so latitude, longitude, and height listed here. I did go in and format each of those. I set it to decimal degrees signed, and then I also increased the number of decimal digits to make it a more precise location. I upped that to 15 decimals. So go ahead and do that for each, the latitude and longitude. And then for the ellipsoid height, I set that to US survey feet, and the default decimal digits should be just fine for that. And then I added in the easting, northing. I might switch those around, flip-flop those, but added each of those as well as the height standard deviation, which is under the position standard deviation grid. All right, and I also formatted those to US survey feet, but just kept the decimal digits at the default 6. So same thing for each of those, and then hit save or OK. All right, so now what you're going to want to do to output the data so that it isn't so frequent, you're going to choose either a specified distance or time interval instead of the all records because it's just way too many points to import into TBC eventually. So to do that, you actually hit this properties button, and now you can change up the output rate here. If you want to do time interval, you can do obviously whatever you want there, or distance interval. You can see I have it set to 5 meters or whatever you're comfortable with there, whatever makes sense. All right, so that's how you actually change this grayed out value right there. And then you're going to output the height to the ellipsoid. You're going to use the post-process solution, US survey foot coordinates in decimal degrees for lat long. Go ahead and export that file, and then ultimately you're going to end up with a file, a text file that looks like this. Okay, we're going to bring that into Excel, and I'm going to just start a new video once I get to Excel.